Today I'm going to move this pile of firewood into a rack that's easy to build, and I'm going to show you how. Last week, a coworker was kind enough to bring me a truckload of oak and hickory for free, believe it or not, and so I've got to build a rack for it all. Now, of course, there are plenty of videos of firewood racks on the internet, I know. Some say no tools required, which is true, you can do this with no tools, but I want mine to be sturdy. Some of those videos also claim this can be done for as little as 30 bucks, but not anymore. Honestly though, it's still not bad. All you need is some 2x4s and a few cinder blocks. To be precise, I bought two 12-foot 2x4s and two 10-foot 2x4s, weather treated, and three standard 8x8x16 cinder blocks. Now I'm building mine 10 feet long. Well, at least I'm trying to.
I have to turn it on. It doesn't work.
I'm placing the 10-foot supports upright and securing the base with some 3-inch deck screws and a 14-inch piece of 2x4. This is done to keep the supports upright, they're sturdier that way, and spaced roughly a foot apart because not all splits are 16 inches wide. To hold the wood as it's piled vertically, it needs some support. I did this by cutting two remaining 10-foot 2x4s in half. From there, you just drop them into the blocks where they rest in place at a slight outward angle. With everything in place and centered, it's time to stack. Now you can build a rack any size you want, but you should keep in mind how much wood you actually have. To give you an idea, a face cord is 8x4x16 and 3 face cords make up a full cord. Now the reason to build a wood rack is to allow the wood to season, which basically means letting it sit outdoors for a season. Actually several. 6 months to a year or more, honestly. And all of this is done so the wood can dry and bring the moisture content down to around 20% or less. You see, a wood rack raises the wood off the ground, it allows air to flow through, and when positioned correctly, it gets sunshine as well. All of which will aid in the process of seasoning, not to mention stave off insect infestation and rot. Now, building a roof or covering over it, there's two camps on this, but I'm more on the side of covering it. It just makes sense. So I may build a roof or use some tar paper down the road. Now what I really like about this style of rack is that it's simple, it's relatively inexpensive, and moreover, I can move it whenever I want. You see, the back of my house does not get much sun during the winter, and if I leave this one here in the summer, my irrigation system will be watering it sometimes a week, so I may have to move it, or especially if I get a letter from the HOA. So, who knows? Now, does it work? Yeah. Is it safe? I don't know. You know, kids will get into anything.
Not safe. Don't crawl under there. Not safe.
I will say that even with some additional supports, it's still a bit wobbly, and I may think about lowering this thing and just building another one to be safe. I don't know. But if you don't have kids, you probably have nothing to worry about. That's it. A simple, easy to build wood rack that will cost you less than 70 bucks. It's not as cheap as it once was, but what is? See you next time.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And check out these other videos I got. Awesome. You still watching? Come on, man. Click on that button. Click on it. You still watching?